All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeft TV. Are you ready for some high-speed action tonight? Step on the gas.
All right, race fans, welcome to Daytona International. This is TurnLeft TV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series heads to Daytona tonight for race number 5 of the season. It's a 70-lapper, and it is Tona, baby. Oh, pretty girls, sunny days, and Daytona night. That's daytime. Oh, well, can't have everything, but you can have TurnLeft TV. It's all live right here. The Super Speedway here at Daytona International tonight. Race number 5, and it's going to be a good one. Hang on, boys and girls. It is live right here on TurnLeft TV. All right. Hey, thank you so much for coming in here, man. We've had a little bit of a challenge here tonight, to say the least. Thanks for coming in. Got Daytona tonight. I got 20 drivers here joining us so far. Running a little bit late there. Appreciate that, everybody's patience. I'm the one who probably wasn't very patient in this, but again, thanks so much for coming in. I'm your broadcaster, commentator, Heath Johnson, and this is Daytona International here tonight in the High Octane Racing League Buschwacker Series. It's round number 5, a 70-lap race here in the high banks of Daytona. Thank you so much for coming in and visiting TurnLeft TV tonight. Peace to everybody out there. Hope everybody's behaving themselves. Man, we've had a little bit of a rough night here so far. I think we got it worked out. Thanks so much to Todd Robillard and all his work here getting things going. And Paul Brown, all those guys there at HORL that help out with the admin duties. Appreciate that. So again, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. And then massage the bell. It's way over there. It's just waiting for you to just massage it. Thanks for coming in. Don't forget to subscribe, and also click on those links down in the description of this race and help me out by clicking on the links and going to the Femtech website. And if you're interested in purchasing something through them, please use my link. I would greatly appreciate that. If you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeft TV, it's right up there, man. PayPal logo. Make a donation straight through PayPal. Thanks to all those folks who come in and watch the races day in or week in, week out. We got a busy weekend of racing headed your way. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, please give EliteHostingUSA.com a look. Not only that, but also your website and your online store if you're interested in any one of those. Elite Hosting is a perfect place for you to host those things. And that's where we have our HighOctaneRacing.net website. So please join us over at HighOctaneRacing.net, and you'll get updates on the schedule, who won the races, point standings, you name it, at HighOctaneRacing.net. You guys have kicked it over to the qualification session, so 10 minutes of qualification. Of course, we know what Daytona is all about, but just in case you don't, the track here at Daytona, high banked, 2.5-mile tri-oval. Banking in the turns at 31 degrees, and banking through that tri-oval area is 18 degrees. So a lot of room to race here. And tell you what, I think we're going to have some great two-wide racing tonight. So excited about Daytona. As always, they got a big field, and a lot of guys excited about this track. Because Daytona really headed your way this weekend, too, man. It's going to be a big one. Take a look at the schedule here in the Buschwackers series. Of course, tonight, Daytona International, and next week we got a very special race headed your way. That's the Busted Knuckles 125, the inaugural race there to honor our friend Lawrence Stoppelworth. And that's coming up next week. We'll take a look at that special event, the Busted Knuckles 125. We're going to have some prizes for the drivers. It's race number 6 on the calendar, and it's going to be Phoenix Raceway. 125 laps, so a little bit longer race. And again, we're going to give away some prizes next week, next Friday. So tune in. I'd like to see who wins those prizes. Take a look at the qualifications here so far. Preston Hassel out on the track for his qualification tip. Right now, Tim Lansbury at the top of the grid. Actually looks like still getting some laps in. There we go. Tim Lansbury in that 82 car. Preston Hassel, we were focused on him as well. His qualification attempt. He now jumps to the top of the grid. Looks like Todd Robillard also at the top of the grid there. 49.154 is the top time in that 90 car. Preston Hassel now third on the grid in his 27 car. So here's his second lap in his A&B sponsor machine. Below the top time, Chris Hughes second on the grid in that 7 car. We'll take a look at what Preston Hassel does this time by second lap here for the 27 car. 49.445. Sixth on the grid so far. Got Jim Willis in the 53 car in his qualification attempt. Right now 12th on the grid here with his second lap. Take a look and see what the 53 does here. Coming off turn 4 through the tri-oval. Paul Brown, the new top time, 49.018. 53, 49.121. Pretty solid effort there. Top 5 here so far. Sean Jacobs in the 24 with a 48.977. 24 Western Auto sponsor Camaro. The top time here so far. That's Zach McCasey in the 29 car. Qualification tip. Looks like he's backed off of that lap there. So right now 12th on the grid. Ed Palumbo in the 54 car. Mellow Yellow sponsor machine. Guy's been inching closer, man, to getting race wins. So once you get him on a streak, he's going to win in droves. The 54 car, Ed Palumbo. His qualification tip. Going out a little bit later. Sean Jacobs, the top time here so far with a 48.977. 49.721 is Ed Palumbo's time. 15th on the grid here with that first lap. Let's see what lap number 2 will be for him. Couple drivers here left to qualify. Ed Palumbo coming off turn 4 here now through the tri-oval in the 54 car. Let's see what lap 2 is. 49.015 moves up to second on the grid. Good run there for the 54 car. Good starting position for him. The 22, Jesus Iglesias. His qualification attempt in that Orange Crush sponsor machine. .284. Jesus now in the 14th position. Lap number 2 for him. Here we go, the 22 car down the front stretch. Lap number 2. Jesus Iglesias with a 49.194 moves up to 13th on the grid. Couple minutes left here in the qualification session. Don't forget, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be at Daytona International for an 80-lap race. It's race number 1 of the new season in the Saturday Showdown Series. 80 laps at Daytona in that 2018 X mod. This is going to be a huge field, I think. Should be a fun one. That's coming up. It'll be live right here on TurnLeft TV. Daytona International, 80 laps in the Saturday Showdown Series. Getting some guys coming here doing some chatting. Of course, Givaldo and Claudio in here. Gilmar in here as well. And then Rodrigo is he looks like he's cheering for Gilmar. So welcome. Buona noche, my friends. These guys have just about finished up the qualification session. Saturday nights, or Saturday during the day, and then Saturday nights we'll be at Daytona in the Saturday Night Thunder, race number 3 of the season. 80-lap race there in the Cup mod. Should be a fun one. So up on February the 19th, of course, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Moved that up an hour earlier to accommodate our Brazilian friends who do a lot of racing with us. So they're 2 hours ahead of us right now. We back that up a little bit for them. And so quals will start at 8. Racing starts about 8:15. That's Daytona and the Saturday Night Thunder. So that finishes up the qualification session. Let's take a look at the results. Shawn Jacobs gets that pole position in the 24 car. Ed Palumbo will start outside row 1. Paul Brown starts in the 3rd position. Gary Madu starts in 4th. Tim Lansbury inside row 3 in the 82 car. Claudio Bartelli Jr. will start in 6th. Todd Robillard starts in the 7th position. Jim Willis will start 8th. Chris Hughes in the 7 car starts in the 9th position. Kent Thomas in the 4X starts in the 10th position. Starting in 11th is Givaldo Spindle in the 68. Tony Furtado in the 9 car will start in the 12th position. Jesus Iglesias in the 13th spot. Preston Hassel will start 14th. Zach McCasey 15th. Jomar Peixoto starts in the 16th position. Lucas Simpeter will start 17th. Will Dunbar starts in the 18th position. Edders Bagel will start in 19th. We got a couple of guys that are joining us here coming in that didn't qualify, so bump up our grid a little bit. We're going to have 21 drivers, if I'm not mistaken. These guys are in the drivers' meeting. Again, thanks so much for coming in here to TurnLeft TV. Let's get this going. All right, hey, thanks so much for coming in here to joining us on TurnLeft TV. Appreciate that. I was getting some coffee, man. I know you're asking, hey, coffee at 9:30 at night? Yeah. Take a look at the schedule here in the Buschwacker series. Of course, tonight we got Daytona. Next week, Phoenix. That's the Busted Knuckles 125. Las Vegas Motor Speedway coming up on March the 4th. California, Richmond, and Kansas. Back half of that season. Great tracks coming up, and this is always a good series. We just have a good turnout here. It's a great guys here joining us, man. We got a great contingent from Brazil and Canada, United States, of course. I really appreciate each and every one of these guys. This is TurnLeft TV. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator. Tonight is Daytona International tonight. 5 rounds in the books after tonight. Really going to be on the back half of that season next week. 70 laps here tonight. A score to settle with Daytona. Who's got what it takes? Patience going to win you the race here tonight. That brings up our race keys. I know, man. I had a struggle on this one. You got to give and take, man. Give and take. You're going to know when to let people go. You know, let people sort of work together there. Drop back. Don't get too racy here early on. Watch the checkups. I noticed that is a huge problem with these super speedways down on the inside line, man. The checkups can be really sudden and pretty severe. So you got to watch those checkups. You'll be getting into the back of somebody. Pit patience, man. I mean, it's getting off the track, getting on the pit lane can be a little dicey there when you're pitting somebody. So you got to choose a lane and be patient. And then don't speed on pit lane, man. You do not want to do a drive-through. Can you take 2 tires and win this race? Maybe. If you got somebody to work with, you and somebody else have a pit strategy where you're only going to do 2 tires, shorten that pit stop a little bit. Might get out ahead of this crew and be able to run off there with you or 2 or 3 other guys. And then work with someone, as I mentioned, on those 2 tire stops. That may be the strategy, work with somebody else, but you got to work with somebody if you're going to win the race here tonight. Those are my keys here at Daytona. Again, thanks to everybody out there. Peace to everybody. Thanks so much for coming in here and joining us on TurnLeft TV. And let's get this party started. Who got the win last week? That was Todd Robillard at Darlington. Man, he loves this track and it showed. He was in the right place at the right time and really put the spanking on the field. Preston Hassel had a little bit for him at the end, but he ended up running away from it. So congratulations to the 90 car. Todd Robillard getting the win at Darlington last week. Now we'll take a look at the point standings coming into tonight's race. Top 10, Claudio Bardelli Jr., 164 points there, sits on top. Preston Hassel second. Sean Jacobs comes into tonight in third. Ed Palumbo fourth, so good season for both those guys. Tim Lansbury in the top 5 there, that 82 car. Todd Robillard sixth. Givaldo Spindola is seventh in points. Christian Wilson eighth. John Stanley ninth. Archer Vieta is 10th in points coming into tonight. 11 through 20, you see Jim Willis, Tiago Gomez, Jesus Iglesias, Paul Brown, and Gary Madu rounding out that 11 through 15 spot. Gilmar Peixoto, Craig Marizon, Zachlin Casey, Chris Hughes, and Lucas Simpson rounding out the top 20. Well, we are about ready to get this party started, man. I'll tell you what, it's going to be a good one here tonight. Hopefully we'll be caution-free. That will be great. It's Daytona tonight, boys and girls. "70 laps of pure madness here with a big field. 21 drivers here joining us. This is going to be fun.
Attention grid, all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
I just got three things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
Alrighty, here we go. This is Daytona tonight. It's Daytona. Starting off the weekend of Daytona racing. Let's take a look at the starting order. Sean Jacobs in the 24 car starts in P1. Ed Palumbo starts in the second position. Paul Brown in the 77 starts in third. Gary Madu in that KISS sponsor machine starts in fourth. Starting in the fifth position is Tim Lansbury in the 82. Claudio Bardelli Jr., our points leader, starts sixth. Todd Robillard seventh. Jim Willis in the 53 starts in the eighth position. Starting in ninth is Chris Hughes in the 7 car. The 4X of Kent Thomas starts in the 10th position. Givaldo Spindola starts in 11th. Tony Furtado in the 9 car starts in the 12th position. Starting in 13th is Jesus Iglesias in the 22 car. Preston Hassel in the 27 starts in 14th. Zach McCasey starts 15th. And the 2X of Gilmar Peixoto starts in 16th. Starting in 17th is Christian Wilson in the 30 car. Lucas Simpner in the 21 starts in 18th. Will Dunbar in the 88, 19th. Eder Smagel, rock and roll in the 6X car. And Paulo Chachalowski in the 41 starts in 21st. All right, 21 cars here. Hopefully everybody's going to be a little patient. Long race. Big field. This is going to be a big one, man. It's going to be a fun race, I think. 24 cars. Mr. Super Speedway, Sean Jacobs, will lead the field to take the green flag. 54, Ed Palumbo. Another one of those old HORL guard guys. Sean been racing together for a long time. Back a long way in HORL. And we're about ready to get this party started. Here we go. The lights are out on the pace car. It's Daytona tonight, here in the Buschwackers Series. We're off to green. The 24 car on the inside line will lead the field. Into turn one. Outside line there, having a little trouble getting going. Here's the 54 and the 63 working together, but having a little bit of trouble getting going here. Gonna need some help. Already got a separation here of 2 packs. Sean Jacobs, 24 to 77. Paul Brown in that Dirty Mo sponsor machine running in the second position. Tim Lansbury is in third. Board here with Tim Lansbury as he runs behind Paul Brown in the 77 car. Sean Jacobs, the race leader. Starting to get a little crazy there in the back. We got a yellow flag. Yellow flag. It looks like Tony Furtado coming across the track. So we've had some shenanigans. Tony Furtado through the grass here. Sean Jacobs, the leader here, as we got a caution flag. Maybe Tony came around. We'll see what happened. Just got to be a little patient here, man. Get things sorted out. This track, chat and bite you in a hurry here. We'll take a look and see what happened. Take a look here as Tony Furtado, he gets on the apron and he gets up into the 63 car. 63 got a little damage on that, so you see he got on the apron here. We'll take a look at this again as he's trying to give the 54 a little bit of room coming down, and I think he just misjudged. He got onto the apron. You see this car snap loose, and it comes up the track. It's into the 63. And these guys are lucky to have made it through. Look at that, Jim Willis. What a great job to keep from getting into the back of the 9 car. Check here, look at this on board here with Jim Willis. Watch this. You see Furtado coming up across the track. Willis on the brakes. And Willis does a great job of missing that stuff. And I think we had some shenanigans back in the pack here. See what happened. This is Gary Madu back through the grass. He gets off the beaten path there and he gets into the 88 car. 88 car here. We'll take a look at this. This is the 88, and 63 comes back up on the track. This is on board here with 63. He jumps this. He gets loose in this grass area here. And it comes up into this 88 car. Oh man, does him in. So some shenanigans there. Some shenanigans here early on, man. I say you got to just be patient here. Just be patient. Race this track. You know, let guys have the room. Which I think, you know, the 9 car, he just got down off under that apron there a little bit, or got below the yellow line. And it broke that car loose, and he came back up across the track. It was nothing really, he wasn't really doing aggressive, being aggressive or not. Jacobs kind of faking that he's going to go down pit lane. Nobody's falling for that, John. Ain't nobody falling for that. Look at Ed Palumbo here in the 54 car. He is now back there a little bit. You know, he started in the 2nd position, so he got up on that outside line and just couldn't get any help there. Now he's back to the 8th position, it looks like. like Iglesias is off the pace here. Not sure what's going on with Jesus. Iglesias in 7th. The 53, the 9, and the 63 back out after making a pit stop. Hey, don't forget the Saturday Showdown Series headed your way, starting up season number 2. The first season of 2022, race number 1, and it's at Daytona. Starts at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be live right here on TurnLeft TV. It's an 80-lap race of Daytona International. The Saturday Showdown Series. The first caution flag here. Didn't take us too long to get that first caution flag. Hopefully they'll get this worked out. Normally we get a few cautions there to start, and then we get it worked out. We have a long green flag run, so hopefully everybody is patient. I think that was part of my keys to the race, wasn't it? Patience? Well, it's pit patience, not patience on the track, apparently. Give and take, that was it. Work with somebody and, 2 tire stops maybe. You're going to have to do that with somebody else, but you can't do that by yourself and really expect to gain anything out of that because they'll end up running you down if you're out there by yourself. But really give and take, man. Just be patient. Get out here, ride along, get some green flag laps in, get some pit stops underway, and then you're going to have that last 20 laps where you're going to really get after it. And you guys start making some moves. But there's no sense in really racing anybody hard here, blocking anybody like that early on. It's really not going to do anything here at Daytona. So those are my keys to the race here tonight. Definitely going to have to work with somebody if you plan on winning this race. Right. I think we're going back green this time, Byron. What do you think? Paul Brown starting on the outside line. Sean Jacobs starting on the inside. '82, Tim Lansbury in 3rd. Todd Robillard in 4th. Sean Jacobs, man, Mr. Super Speedway, Western Auto sponsor machine. Got to be one of those guys in the conversation for winning here at Daytona. I mentioned this before. He's really bumped up his game here as far as his other tracks. He used to be really so much into the super speedways he wouldn't race a lot of the other tracks, especially the short tracks. And but he has changed that. And he's been winning a lot at really no matter what track you put him on. He's always a threat to win. So the 24 car here up front will lead the field to take the green flag. After caution number 1. Hopefully our only caution here tonight. Pace cars in. Here we go. Back to green. Oh, the 90 is shot in the 77 there. What he's smoking already. But he is smoking, it looks like. Ooh, no adjustments on tape settings, so it should be an issue there, but it looked like somebody is smoking. It was a 2X car. It looks like he's backed off there a little bit. They're 3 wide. This is going to get crazy. They are 3 wide. Get crazy here. 3 wide. 29 and the 2X side by side. Though the 2X is up on the wall. That is Jomar Peixoto up in the wall, and looks like the 91 going to try to go down. Oh man, he almost got into the 27 car. The 91, Claudio Bardelli Jr. trying to get through, almost got down to the 27. 2X still up in the wall here, man, trying to hold on to this thing. These guys are racing like it's the last lap. Look at this, Paul Brown now going to the race lead. Having a little help there on the night with the 90 car. Givaldo Spindle and the 68 in this mix. The bottom line now starting to move. These guys are racing on the edge right now. Jim Lansbury in the second position, then the 82 car. Here to the back of his machine, and this thing is getting wild here. Got somebody else in the fence here. Jomar Peixoto with the 2X is slamming the wall. I'm not sure what's going on with this 2X car. He's got some damage. He's definitely going to have to come down pit lane, I think. And we've got another one. ID car now off the pace. Looks like he's come around. We'll see what happened here. Maybe a little bit of warp. Take a look here. He might have had some warping going on. Oh man, that thing warped backwards, real backwards. He warped a number of times. Todd warped a number of times here. Check this out, man. He warped backwards into 29, and I think he might end up warping again. Side by side, there he goes. He warps the second time, and then warps the third time, gets into the 2X. So he warped 3 times, at least 3 times. Got into several cars there. Backman Casey, watch this. He's going to have a whole ton of Todd Robillard, and then Todd warps back again. Guys trying to hang on here, so wow, definitely some warping there. So it looked like there was some connection issues. Tim Lansbury in second. He and Sean Jacobs are 1-2. Hughes in the 7 car is in third. Palumbo now back up to the 4th position. Forget, we got a special event headed your way next week in this time slot. Phoenix Raceway. It's the Busted Knuckles 125 to honor our fallen hero, Lawrence Stopworth. He meant so much to us here, HORL, and some guys across the sim racing community. I know over at Ridge Runners, Paul Brown's outfit meant a lot to him as well. Those guys were great friends, and we're going to run a great race at his favorite track in honor of him. It's 125 laps. We're going to have some prizes we give away to the drivers, as always, when we do these special events. So this will be the first one, the Busted Knuckles 125. We'll see how popular this is. I think it's going to be a big one. It'll be race number 6. Definitely going to be some heavy hearts that night. But it is a points race, a little bit longer at Phoenix, and should be a fun one. It's coming up next week at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on February the 25th. The Busted Knuckles 125. Some guys coming down pit lane. Hey, look who it is. Look who it is. Mr. Rock and Roll, Eder Smagel. That guy is rock and roll. He is rock and roll to rock and roll. He is straight up metal. Love Eder, man. He's one of our good friends. Known him for quite a long time, and good sim racer. He loves. He's got a really good personality, great character there. And this guy can flat out put it down, man. He loves heavy metal music. Always giving the devil horns. So, good to see Eder out tonight. Haven't seen Eder in quite a while, so always good to see him. One of our great Brazilian guys. Comes out and races with us once in a while. A couple caution flags here early on. That second one was straight up warp. No driver error on that one. A tough break for Todd Robillard in the 90 car here tonight. Saturday Night Thunder headed your way tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Daytona International 80-lap race in the Saturday Night Thunder. race number 3 of the season, and this is a great track with these Cup cars. They really do well on this track. So if you're interested in coming out and joining us here and racing in the Saturday Night Thunder, this thing has been going on for 21 years. Come on out and join us. There's the Discord address. We'd love to have you. Always looking for more drivers in that series as well, and it's a good one. That mod is a fantastic mod. Come on out and join us. We got everything for you ready to go. I suggest we're probably going to get the one to go this time by. We'll see what happens when the pace car crosses the start-finish line. But Sean Jacobs is elected to take that inside position. We are getting one to go. 82 Tim Lansbury starting up front. And we've got a couple of guys diving down pit lane. Jesus Iglesias, Lucas Simpner on pit lane here late in this pit stop. Taking a splash of fuel. Lucas Simpner there smoking right now. That 21 car is something going on with that. That car is hot. Overheating right now. .2482, 7, and the 27, 1 through 4 here. Get this thing dialed out here. Let these guys get going. Find somebody to work with. Not really going to benefit you getting racing real hard here early on. Just get a good starting position. Find somebody to work with. Maybe somebody you don't normally work with. So here we go. Pace car's off. Back to green. Hopefully stay at green. A little bit of Paul Brown here. He is starting in the 10th position. On the outside line, you see the 30 going down to the inside. Paul Brown's got a good run here on the outside. Coming up behind Edders Magel. Guys are 3 wide almost here. Not taking 3 wide early on, but it was settled down. The 88 Microsoft sponsored machine down on the inside line. He's got a little bit of damage there from earlier on, so we'll see how that's affecting his car. This guy's maybe starting to get sorted out a little bit. Ed Palumbo in the 54, 30 of Christian Wilson. Side by side. Palumbo in the 54 up on the outside line, running behind the 9 car. Palumbo, they're giving the 9 a shot on the outside line. 68, Givaldo Spindler goes by. On the inside line, Givaldo and that 68 car running in P12. These guys are bunched up right now. They're 3 wide here. 3 wide. They got 3 wide there for a second. Chachalowski on the inside. He was trying to go somewhere, but he got 3 wide. Now battling the 22. Chachalowski trying to split the middle and go 3 wide here. Chachalowski going in the middle. Looks like he made it 3 wide. So it looked like the 41 car, Paolo Chachalowski, went 3 wide. That got crazy, man. I don't know what they were thinking. They were going 3 wide. It's just not the time to go 3 wide here. You got 19 laps in the books, or 18 laps at the time, and here you are going 3 wide. Bringing it up the middle to go 3 wide. I don't understand that. Just don't understand that thought process. Take a look here at the 41 car. '41 car here on the got to run. This is earlier on. Probably a little bit too early in the sequence. He's running behind the 54 car. And then decides that he wants to go to the inside. I think he wants to go up the middle here. Watch this 41 car. See the 22 goes down low there. Looked like the 41 tried to maybe throw a little bit of a block on him right there. And then watch this 41 car. I think is going to try to split the 54 and the 9. So they're on the inside. These guys get side by side here. The 41 just climbing up the middle. Gets into the back of the 54. And then more contact. And that just causes melee. Got into the 53 car and then went 3 wide in the middle. The 53 car got kind of shoved up there. Just not a lot of reason for that at this point. Watch this. You see 3 wide right there. He gets into the back of the 53 car. That's just uncalled for right there, I think. For the 41, Paolo Chachalowski, there might be a little bit of damage there to his car. Guys now coming down pit lane. Taking service. It's like 88 retires his machine, so he's had enough. So Tim Lansbury will be the race leader. It looked like Sean Jacobs lost the race lead. Now in third. So Tim Lansbury in the 82 is in first. Preston Hassel's in the second position. Looks like the 41 coming back down pit lane here to do his drive-through and start at the end of the longest line. These guys just can't get it going here. Here we are 22 laps in. These guys just want to ride around here at 60 miles an hour. Saturday Night Thunder will be headed your way tomorrow at it's race number 1 of the brand new season in the Saturday Showdown Series. Daytona International, 80 laps of a 10-race season. We'll take a look at this series schedule. California, Vegas, Phoenix, Watkins Glen, little road course on March the 19th. See Richmond, Homestead, and then another road course on April the 16th at Riverside. Pocono Raceway, the Tricky Triangle on April 23rd, and then finishing out the season at Kentucky Speedway on April the 30th. That's the Saturday Showdown Series schedule. It all starts tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, we're getting the 1 to go, I believe. The 82, Tim Lansbury in a Skyline Chili Ford Mustang will lead the field to take the green flag. You see the 27 AMD sponsored machine is Preston Hassel. Sean Jacobs in the 84 starts third. Chris Hughes, he's been pretty quiet here in the 7 car, starting in the 4th position. We got some new guys out here, and we just added more drivers. These guys are being a little aggressive, I'd say, here early on. Way too aggressive for this early in the race. And we have not really been able to get things going, get some good green flag laps here. Guys just cannot get it sorted out. They're just not, remember I said, you got to give, right? You know when to take, know when to give. And right now is the time to give. Play that little give and take game, but haven't had a lot of that. Had a chance to really get this thing wound out. here we go, getting ready to go back green. All right, back to green. Look at Chris Hughes in the 7 car. Running in that 4th position up on the high line. AMD Ryzen number 27, Preston Hassel in that Ford Mustang. It looks like the 7 car bails on him. He gets a little room from the 30 car. Preston Hassel going to drop back. Take a look at Claudio Bardelli Jr. here in the 91. Oh, right there, hard lick. So the 91 dropped down to the inside line, and that 22 car runs into the back of it. Take a look here. This is Jesus Iglesias. He's going up the middle here. Again, another 3-wide situation of the 91 car. And then spins him across the nose of the 41. So again, I'm not sure why we're taking it 3-wide right there. We're going 3-wide. You're not going to go anywhere. He gets into the back of the 91 car. And then that creates some chaos, to say the least. Out of the back of Bardelli Jr. You see right there that 22 just gets up and just runs into the back of the 91. All right, had a little pep talk. All right, man, that's, I tell you what, this is getting a little crazy here. All right, Tim Lansbury will lead the field to take the green flag here. These guys just cannot figure it out here, and that's a little bit of a shame because just some over-aggressive driving, I think. I mean, I've been doing this, I've been sim racing for, well over 20 years, 24, 25 years, and I know what aggressive driving when I see it, and there's some guys that are really not being very patient. They're just going out here and being hyper-aggressive, and that is a darn shame right now. It's sort of muddying up this. We've had 2 incidents here in a row of guys just being aggressive. I'd say, arguably, even that first incident, was a little bit of aggressiveness as well. Well, I suspect we're going to get to 1 to go this time by. Little messy. Wow. This is an easy track to drive. It really is. You're going to be, that's probably part of it. Gilmar Peixoto looks like he has a penalty. And that's probably part of it. It's just, it's such an easy track to drive, and guys get really, really racy. You start getting some guys up front that aren't normally up front as well. That's another part of the deal. Looks like the 82 will lead the field to take the green flag here. And the 30, Christian Wilson, the outside line, in second. The 63, Gary Madu, up to the 3rd position. 4X, Kent Thomas will start in 4th. Looks like a 68 car. I'm not sure what's going on there with him, but we got some guys sort of mixed in there. Givaldo up on the high side. For DNF selects him because we've had, what, 5? I think we're on the 5th caution flag. Somewhere around there, at least 4 caution flags. These guys will still be in the race, but they all got, well, one guy got disconnected or had to disconnect because he had some warp issues, but the other 3, 18, 19, and 20, those guys just got frustrated and said, we're done with it. This may end up being the end of the stream here. If we have another quick caution here, we'll be done with it as well. Got better things to do than watch guys ride around here at 60 miles an hour. Lights are out on the pace car. We're getting ready to go back green this time by. Pace car is in. 70 miles an hour. Stepping on the gas here for the 82. He's got the 63. Gary Madu behind him. And Palumbo in the 54 car down to the inside line, getting by the 30. 68, Valdo Spindola in this mix as well. Enters Smagel in the 6X car, the 27 of Preston Hassel. Smagel up on the outside line. He's into the wall. In contact with the wall there is the 27 of Preston Hassel going by. On board here with the Eder Smagel on this outside line. Jim Lansbury leading the field. 82 car. Gary Madu in second. Kent Thomas running in the 3rd position. Claudio Bardelli Jr. is in 4th. Take a look at the 91, Claudio Bardelli Jr. Look at Tony Furtado here in the 9 car, this Valvoline sponsor machine. Is running in the 8th position. Looking on the back of the 68, Givaldo Spindola. Tony Furtado, Valvoline sponsored Chevy Camaro running in 8th. Jim Lansbury leading the field here in the Skyline Chili Ford Mustang, the 63, another Mustang there, that KISS sponsor machine. 4X, Kent Thomas running in 3rd. Look at Kent Thomas here running in P4, excuse me, P3. In the 4X car, the 91, Claudio Bardelli Jr. is in 4th. Chachalowski now in the 5th position. Look at Ed Palumbo. He's running in P6. These guys figured it out now, nose to tail. We'll start maybe getting racy late in the run here. Let's get some green flag pit stops underway. Gilmar Peixoto back out on track here in that 17 car. He is now 1 lap down. He's in the lucky dog position. He didn't have anybody to work with here, so it's going to be a little tough for him. Paul Brown being kind of quiet here. He's back there with the 7 and the 29. Right now running in the 13th position in this 77 car. 29 of Zachman Casey just ahead of him. On board here with Paul Brown in the 77. He's running in the 13th position. Chris Hughes in the 7 car, running in 14th. We got the 77 and the 7 running by each other. 7s in a row, that might be lucky. There's Magel and Jesus Iglesias here getting after it. And there's Magel in the 6X car. Jesus Iglesias in the 22. Running in 15th and 16th. Look at Givaldo Spindle in the 68 car. He's running in the 7th position. A little challenge here. Looks like Claudio Bardelli Jr. and Paulo Chachalowski getting after it. Looks like they've got that figured out. It's Chachalowski, the 41 car, running in the 5th position. Tony Furtado in the 9 car. Trying to look for a little help here, a little bit of a run, try to get around some of these cars ahead. Tim Lansbury out front where he wants to be. 63, Gary Madu is in second, the 4X. Get Thomas running in the 3rd position. Take a look at Preston Hassel here in this 27 car. I tell you what, that 68, Givaldo Spindler going to the high side here. He's going to leave the door open for the 9. 9's going to get by. Givaldo up on the outside line, and this is going to be a little bit of a freight train here. Ron Jacobs having the door slammed on him. 68 hold on to the 9th position. Left the door open for Tony Furtado. Christian Wilson worked his way through as well. Look at this. So on board here with Christian Wilson. Tony Furtado in that Valvoline sponsor number 9 car and a 68 up on the outside line, leaving the door open for these guys. They get through, so 68 tuck it in and getting in between the 30 car and the 24. Jacob says, hey man, I'm going to use this outside line, see if I can't make a move. Battling the 68 car, he's going to need somebody to have to help him here on the outside line. Sean Jacobs working on the outside, but the 68 going to use this draft to get back by. Might be starting to have a little bit of outside line action working here. 77 to the outside line. So these guys are going to start working this. 29, Zach McCasey down on the inside line. We've got a 3-car breakaway here, a 3-car pack working to the outside line. See if they can't get something started here. Need a little bit more help. Chris Hughes goes to the outside, 77. Now he dives back down to the inside. Guys getting a little bit more cars here to get things going. When he goes up to that high line, 24 is going to get a good run. 24's got a good run here through the turn. Just cannot get what he needs. Ed Palumbo here in the 54 car. Looking down to the back of his machine. You see that outside line? The 3 cars there trying to get something going. Tim Lansbury continuing to lead here on lap 40. '63, Gary Madu just behind him. Look at Gary Madu here in that 63 car. Running in P2. Get Thomas in 3rd. Claudio Bardelli Jr. is in 4th. Again, starting to get that outside line working here. We'll take a look at Christian Wilson in the 30 car. He in the 68. Givaldo Spindler there, 1-2. Or running in 8th and 9th, I should say. But, next one, another here on the track. And also Zachman Casey there. Also the 9. And the 9 go up to the high side and help that 24. Looks like he's flirting around with it. Maybe a little bit of afraid to go to the high line. 24 needs a little bit more help. Sean Jacobs up the outside line here. He needs a little bit of help here to get some run going. Trying to commit to that outside line. Sean Jacobs. Always a little dicey. Not a lot of room to breathe. Those inside cars and that outside line. That wall. Although they're an inch and ahead. Zachman Casey in the 11th position. He's trying to get by these guys. He's got a heck of a run there. Almost goes to the high side. You see the 24 going in. Now these guys start scrubbing off speed here, and they start to see that outside line start to work here. Outside line starting to make some moves. Sean Jacobs now up beside Tony Furtado in the 9 car. These guys starting to maybe get a little work done. Figure it out on the high line. 2X. Gilmar Peixoto is going to let these guys go by. Now they're 2 wide. They're going to go 3 wide here. You got to be very careful. Got to be really careful here. Now you got a lap car in this mix. These guys going to give up a ton of positions. 24 car letting these guys go by. Oh, we saw some warping right there. Like there was some warping. 2X warped. Warping incidents here tonight. 82, Kim Lansbury out front. Ed Palumbo in the 30, battling Christian Wilson. Also the 9, Tony Furtado. These guys side by side. Furtado down to the inside. This is getting a little dicey here. Furtado up the track a little bit. Down the back of Ed Palumbo's machine right there. You see Christian Wilson in the 30, Tony Furtado in the 9 car. Furtado gets that spot. Chris Hughes down below the yellow line. Trying to avoid that 30 car. And Chris Hughes in the 7 car. Gets through, gets by the 30. Now Givaldo Spindle are going to follow him. 30 car up on the outside line as these guys get that low line going. Bailing out and going to the low line. Chris Hughes wanting to hang on to the back end of these guys. He's running in 8th. Tony Furtado is in 7th. A little bit of a checkup. They'll be back up there with the pack. So now we've got 2 separate packs. Look at this. Look at Preston Hassel here at the 27. So there was that warping incident right there. A little bit of a warping incident there. We're starting to see some guys maybe making pit stops. Kim Lansbury and Gary Badu indicating that they're going to be coming down pit lane this time by. You got a couple guys indicating they're going to be making pit stops. You got some more guys here making pit stops here. Look at this, the 4X machine. Kent Thomas making a pit stop. On the brakes for the 82. Kent Thomas carrying a lot of speed in here. 63, a lot of speed coming down pit lane. Claudio Bardelli Jr. is our new race leader, so we got green flag pit stops underway. What we got going on there? Let's take a look at this. Claudio Bardelli Jr., the leader. Gary Badu is in 2nd. I have no idea what that was. Gary Badu on pit lane, coming back off pit lane, now in the 14th position. Paulo Chachalowski is in second. The 91, Claudio Bardelli Jr., the leader. Paulo Chachalowski in the 41 is in second. Ed Palumbo third. Tony Furtado fourth. Chris Hughes in fifth. And I would suspect this guy's going to be coming down pit lane fairly soon. Givaldo Spindler coming down pit lane. Spindler in the 68 car. He might have missed pit lane. He got off track. That's going to hurt him, I think. Take a look and see what happened here. Take a look at Givaldo Spindler. He's going to lock him up. And he's going to miss the cones, and I bet you he's going to get a penalty. Keep an eye on the feed, but I think maybe the 68 car will have a penalty when it's all said and done. Not seeing anything come up here on the flash, so maybe not. I mean, I missed it. Bardelli Jr., Chachalowski, Palumbo, Furtado, Wilson. Middle on the bottom here as these guys go by. 68 car. These guys caught him in a hurry. Take a look at Preston Hassel here in the 27 car. A little racy up there in front of him. Chris Hughes in the 7 car on the outside line. 24, Sean Jacobs. Also on that outside line, flirting around now back down to the middle line, or the bottom line. And Palumbo indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane this time by. So we're starting to see some pit stops here. The 9 car indicating he's going to be making a pit stop. Have to watch this. This is going to get crazy here. A lot of guys pitting together. A lot of guys pitting together here this time. Some lockups here. Tons of cars. We got contact. 29 and the 9, and there's spun right there. Chachalowski spins the 54 car. '54 car gets spun on pit lane. '54 got spun on pit lane. My heavens, man. Did you see that? He still has not pitted. Let's take a look here. Is that Palumbo right here? And look at this. They are. I'm not sure. The 41 car comes across the track and gets into the 54 and spins him. Watch this. You'll see this shenanigan right here. Right there, man. That 77 car was lucky to get through. '91 car out here by himself, and that's not going to be a good deal for him in the long run. Lansbury, Madu, Thomas working together here, trying to close in. They're 3 seconds back, and that time is going to click off here pretty quickly. Now down to 1.5 seconds, and 91 is getting caught in a hurry. Look at this. Those three guys nose to tail, and they're going to work their way by. The 82, 63, and the 4X. Kent Thomas. Tim Lansbury back to the lead. The 63, Gary Madu in a KISS-sponsored Ford Mustang, Chevy Camaro, I believe. Talk about that. Chevy Camaro is in second. The 4X, Kent Thomas is in third. Sean Jacobs, Paul Brown, 41. Paulo Chachalowski's 29. Zach Casey in the 30th. Christian Wilson running in 5th through 9th. They're starting to close in on Claudio Bardelli Jr. These guys got a good run, and I tell you what, working like they are, they're going to run down the race leaders here. Keep it nose to tail here, they're going to end up running down the race leaders. The 82, Kim Lansbury, is the leader. Gary Madu in second. X, Kent Thomas, can he get his first win? Take a look at Paul Brown. He is running in the 5th position. Got a pretty good train here, about 6 cars. About 6 cars here trying to close in on the race leader. Tony Furtado and the 27 of Preston Hassel here working together. They need a little bit of a caution flag. These guys want it to come down to a 3-man race. 57 laps in. Thomas just ran his fastest lap, 45.001. Guys starting to roll up on some lap traffic. There's Bagel in the 6X car on the inside. He's running in the 15th position. He's gotten out of the draft there and now goes a lap down. He's in the lucky dog position. Sean Jacobs and that crew. Those guys now about 3 seconds back. Gary Madu and Kent Thomas battle. Look at the Sean Jacobs. Well, Brown, we really want to see that battle between he and the front car. Let's see the car in front. It's about 3 second gap. Look at this, 30 and the 29 getting after it. Little contact. Little rubbing here between the 30 and the 29. 91 in this mix too. 22 in this mix. That crew behind is starting to catch them. 2.8 seconds now. Closing in. '82, 63, 4X. 1, 2, 3. Sean Jacobs is in 4th, 2.5 seconds back now, closing in on that front group. What could help them is if Edders-Magel is able to tag onto the back of that front group. It doesn't look like that's going to be the case. They're going to eat him up, and they're going to go by and set their sights on the race leader. Leonard's Bagel watching those guys go by. As long as they stay nose to tail, they'll be all right. Right now, it doesn't look like they are. They're getting a little racy, and that's what that front group wants. The 30 going by, 41, Paolo Chachalowski. Getting by that 30. That lead is 2.4 seconds over P4. Times are running out. They have enough time to close in on this front group. 10 laps to go here at Daytona. Take a look at Ed Palumbo here in the 54. He and Givaldo Spindola running nose to tail 12th and 13th. Ed Palumbo, not the last car on the lead lap. He's running in 13th. The shoes in the 7th car is in 14th. 2-second gap now. These guys slowly closing in. These guys might end up catching this front group and at the right time where they get ahead of steam, they get out in front. I'll tell you what, man, this is going to be a race here as this front group getting run down by P4 on back. Train led by Sean Jacobs in the 24. He and Paul Brown nose to tail. Christian Wilson in the 30 car, and the 91 working together, running behind that 41. Paolo Chachalowski, and these guys closing in on the front group. As long as they stay nose to tail, should be okay here. So the 82, Lansbury probably knows this. These guys coming. You got to wonder, man, who's he going to work with once these guys get there? Is he going to go to the outside line? And we're starting to see a little lap traffic here. Chris Hughes. He's going to get go a lap down in that 7 car. Diving down to the inside here, trying to maybe catch the draft. So he's now in the lucky dog position. Sean Jacobs needs to get through as quickly as he can. He's 1.5 seconds back. These guys stay nose to tail and then may end up catching that front 3. It's going to be close. Got some caution flags to begin this race. Got the first 30 laps or so were caution laps, and now we've got this thing figured out. Green flag pit stops. We may be setting sail to the finish, or some of these guys have to come back down pit lane. Front 3 opening up a little bit of a gap here, 1.6 seconds, so they've increased that gap. Time's running out for that second group. You got to get something figured out. Front 3 running pretty well together, holding their own. You're on lap 65. Still stretching out that lead now. Tony Furtado here in the 9 car. You see a little bit of a break now. Furtado running in the 10th position. 27, Preston Hassel is in 9th. Zachman Casey running in 10th. These guys starting to fall back now. It's Tim Lansbury, the 63 of Gary Madu, and the 4X of Kent Thomas. Starting to run away here. They've gained 0.2 of a second on that lap. Not what that back crew wants to see. E4 through 8. These guys want to close in. A little bit of disorganization back there. Running out of time. Tim Lansbury in the 82, the Skyline Chili Ford Mustang. Can he hold off the 63? Who is the 4X going to go with? Could it be the first win for Kent Thomas? Alexei Salvieva's good luck. We've had no yellow flags since he got here in the chat session. We're blaming it on him. Good to see Alexei here coming out and joining us and watching the race. Appreciate that. Tim Lansbury, hold on for his first win of the season. Don't think that P4 Sean Jacobs is closing in. It's now almost 0.2 of a second. We've now got 3 to go here at Daytona. Got it stretched out. These guys getting racy back there. Look at this, side by side here. That's not going to help that crew. That's definitely not going to help them. That's why they're dropping time. Those guys getting racy. Instead of giving up on trying to catch the race leaders. .6-second gap now between E4 and the leaders. 2 to go. These guys were making headway. They got up to about 1.5 seconds, 1.6 seconds, but then they hit a wall. Somebody put the ballast in the cars. Who did that? Who has the ballast code? I think it might be Alexei. Oh, a yellow flag. Oh my gosh. A yellow flag, and that's going to give us a green-white checker. Oh no. A yellow flag. Tim Lansbury did not want to see that yellow flag. My heavens. What happened? A yellow flag as they were on the, going to get the 1 to go. Oh my heavens. You got to be kidding me. See what happened here. Oh, a big checkup right there. And then the 91 back across the 22. It was a huge checkup there. Huge checkup. Watch this. See the 41 comes up, gets into the back of the 77. And then the 91 gets into the back of him. And the 22 has nowhere to go. I don't know what was happening there with the gets into the back of the 77 car, and then it's just a chain reaction. Christian Wilson, look at his view. Oh, it's like a Red Sea parting right there, wasn't it? What's this? My heavens. We got some guys on fuel. All right. Wow, man, that tightens it back up, doesn't it? That tightens it back up. Tim Lansbury did not want to see that. That is for sure. Tim Lansbury did not want to see that caution flag. Those guys aren't going to make a pit. Well, we were setting ourselves up for a good three-way battle there for the finish, and then horrible timing for 82 and 63 and the 4X really on that caution flag. And are we going to end this under green? I don't know. So we'll see how it works out. Are we going to end it under green? I'm voting no. I am voting that it's going to end under caution. That's what I think it's going to be. I can't vote my own poll? I think it's going to end under caution. Salviev says it's 50-50. Well, he's got to, throw the results a little bit. Get in there and flood the polls, man. Call all your friends. So we got a green-white checker on the way. We got a green-white checker. There's tempers flaring here. So Lansbury, I would suggest he's going to take the inside line. This is going to be interesting because now you've got Kent Thomas is going to start on the inside line. Paul Brown now caught up to this front group. Going to start on the outside line behind the 63 car. Oh, we're getting 60% now, saying that it's not going to end under green. I don't think I can actually show that. I wish there was a way I could actually show the poll on the stream. Oh, there we go. Here's the results of the poll here so far. No, they're not showing the results of the poll. Ah, darn. I tried. 6 votes. And I got to work on that. I don't normally do polls here, so we'll have to work on that, getting that showing up. Tim Lansbury in the 82 will start on the inside line, as I suspected. That puts the 77 and the 63 nose to tail here on the outside line, and you know they're going to be pretty fast. We've also got the 4X, so that's a little bit of a question mark there. You know, we haven't really seen him race a lot. He's new to us. I know he's gotten a lot of racing experience, coming over from a Happy Hour Racing League, and then also, I believe, Ridge Runners. And then also, don't forget, Claudio Bardelli Jr. is on the inside line, but Preston Hassel, he's going to start on the outside line in the 3rd row. Tony Furtado in the 9 car starts inside in the 7th position, and Givaldo Spindle in the 68. Starting in 8th. This has been a little bit of a messy race. We got it sort of figured out, and now we've got a green-white checker. And the poll is 71%, 29% in favor of no. Not going to end under green. We're going to get a caution flag. According to these guys. So here we go, back to green. Going to finish it out here. Green-white checker here at Daytona. '91, a little bit of a shot into the back of that 4X machine. The 82 got a great run. Is he going to bail and go to the high side? He's going to try to hold off that 63 car. He's on the outside line. Getting Thomas down below. He gets a little bit loose. They're clustered together back there. 82 scrubs off some speed. Gary Madu goes to the race lead. Kent Thomas got off the track, and they're wrecking. '63, Gary Madu. We got 1 to go this time by. No caution flag. Now who's the 27 car going to go with? You know that 77 is going to give it a shot. The 3-way battle here for the win. 63, 77, and the 27. Preston Hassel going to go with. He's going to get a little bit of a run here down the backstretch. Preston Hassel going to the outside line. He needs that 77 to go with him. Gary Madu holding off the 77 car. It looks like Gary Madu in the 63 is going to take the race win here at Daytona. The 77 finishes 2nd, and that 27 on the podium in 3rd. The 63, Gary Madu, gets the win here at Daytona. It's like somebody wrecked him. So congratulations to Gary Madu on getting the win here at Daytona in the Buschwackers Series. So congratulations, Gary Madu, in the right place at the right time. And he definitely, that caution flag really didn't hurt him. Kind of helped him. It hurt Tim Lansbury. In the long run. So congratulations to Gary Madu. Get the win at Daytona here in the Buschwacker Series. We did end up having a pretty decent race. I mean, once we got on their case a little bit, they got it kind of figured out. Let's take a look at the final results. Gary Madu gets the win. Paul Brown finishes in second. Preston Hassel in the 27 finishes in the third position. Finishing in fourth is Tim Lansbury in the 82. Sean Jacobs in the 24 finishes in fifth. Givaldo Spindle in the 68 finishes sixth. Ed Palumbo finishes seventh. Eder Smagel, how about that, Eder? Finishing in that 6X car in the 8th position. Tony Furtado finishes in 9th. Zach Casey finishing in the 10th position. Finishing in 11th is Christian Wilson in the 30 car. Kent Thomas finishes in the 12th position. Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the 91 finishes 13th. Chris Hughes in the 7 car finishes in the 14th position. Finishing in 15th is Paulo Chachalowski. Jesus Iglesias finishes in 16th. Jomar Peixoto 17th. Jim Willis 18th. Lucas Simpner in the 21 finishes in 19th. Will Dunbar finishes in the 20th position, and finishing in 21st is Todd Robillard in the 90 car. So congratulations to Gary Madu on getting the win here at Daytona. Okay, Gary Madu coming up here and joining us in the booth. He gets the race win in that KISS sponsor machine, and what a wild race there at the end. Congratulations.
Thanks. Gotta actually thank Paul for that push.
Well, I had to wonder there when the caution flag came out, just before taking the checkered flag. You guys kind of had it sewn up there, 1, 2, 3. Were you a little worried that once everything shook out there that you guys were going to be sitting ducks?
No, we were dialed up. Kent was third, and when you're drafting like that, it's the third car that's the most important. And we were actually at one point almost 4 seconds, and then they caught up a little bit, but no, we had full control of that.
And it got really ugly there early in the race, just caution flag after caution flag. And it really, to me, from my perspective, I don't know what it was from your perspective as a driver, but to me it looked like just guys being hyper aggressive here early on in the run and causing caution flags 3 wide in the middle and stuff like that.
I think the biggest mistake is not anticipating checkups, especially on the first couple laps until it thins out a little bit. That's where you get your 3 wide stuff, because they're gunning it, and they're not looking sort of ahead, and they're not anticipating. And next thing you know, they're you like the
How do you spell that?
well, you got to be a NASCAR driver to understand that one.
Well, next week we've got a big race, our first race for Lauren Stoppelworth to honor him. This is going to be the Busted Knuckles 125 at Phoenix. I know you had a chance to race with Lauren, and what's the plan next week? You're going to join us for that special event.
I'm always here to help out and join special events because I'm a special person. Yeah, also for Lauren too. Yes, of course, man. Lauren was
all right, man.
guy.
Well, hey, congratulations. Good win for you tonight, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you, Mr. Heath God Johnson.
All right, that's the as always entertaining and unfiltered Gary Madu. Congratulations to him on getting the race win here in the Buschwackers series tonight. Again, a muddy race there early on. Really is a shame these guys didn't get it figured out earlier on. But we had that second half of the race. It really was a pretty interesting race. I know some guys going to leave here tonight with some hurt feelings, a little mad, and sometimes that's racing. That's the way it works out. Things don't work out in your favor, and they're especially when you get a lot of drivers out here that aren't racing around each other all the time. You're going to have mistakes and deals that crop up there, and that looks like that's what happened. So again, we're looking at that schedule. We get the Busted Knuckles 125 headed your way next week, and we're very excited about that. 125 laps at Phoenix. We're going to have some prizes for the racers, just like we do with the Steve Freeze Memorial Race. We're going to have a great night coming up next Friday at Phoenix. That's Lauren Stoppelworth's favorite track. So we're going to spend a night honoring him, and hopefully we're going to put on a great show for you. Don't forget the Saturday Showdown Series headed your way tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Daytona International 80-lap race in that 2018 X-Mod, and it should be a fun one. And it'll be live right here on TurnLeft TV at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's race number 1 of a 10-race season, the Saturday Showdown Series, and we'll take a look at that series. We should have a great night. Great series headed your way. California, Vegas, Phoenix, Watkins Glen, a little road course action. We got 2 road courses in the series this season: Richmond, Homestead, Miami, and then our second road course of the season at Riverside, Pocono, and Kentucky. They're in the Showdown Series. So we're kicking it off the right way tomorrow at Daytona, and it'll be live at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on TurnLeft TV. The Saturday Night Thunder will be in action tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the Cup Cars. Very long, historic season or series. Saturday Night Thunder has been going for over 20 years. It's race number 3 of the season, and you don't want to miss it. Daytona International. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight here on TurnLeft TV. Thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate it. It's been a little bit of a tough night for us, but we got through it. We'll see you next time. In the meantime, I am out of here.